coming out of therapy. I didn't vlog really much today. I was up all night watching the election, and then this morning, after Hillary lost, I basically stayed in bed, and I have been feeling really, really profoundly upset, and I was just talking about it with my therapist. It's funny because I came in, I looked at her, and I just burst into tears, and I said, I'm so sorry, you're gonna think I'm crazy. So she said a lot of people are emotionally just void and devastated and feel like it's like the universe has betrayed them, you know. And you know, we voted for what we believed in, and we really believed in what we said we stood for, and there was so much ugliness and division happening between people who really care about the disabled and minorities and Muslims, and there was just so much ugliness, and I don't know. But they did say they were going to wipe out everything having to do with Obamacare. That was like first on the list. That and putting guns in all don't carry areas will now have guns available, or whatever you said. Something about letting people carry guns everywhere. And getting rid of the health care so he can privatize it, and whatever their plan is. But their plan had nothing for special needs children. I looked, found nothing for special needs children. I looked some more, I talked to some people. There was nothing. They said that Medicaid would be removed. I have a plan on my desk right now. It's like a program called the Affordable Care Act, CFC, and it's basically a very exciting program that will reimburse and pay you for expenses relating to caring for someone who has a certain level needs assessment. Like they come in, the DDES does an assessment, and Daniel meets that level of needs, so we could actually get compensated for driving him to doctor's appointments and, you know, just caring for him, general daily care. So the caseworker was excited. She got it to me, you know, because Daniel's 18 now, and I started filling it out, and I was very excited. Finally, a benefit that would really help us. It's not a lot of money. It's not, but it's enough. See, I have terrible anxiety and indigestion and vomiting today. It's crazy. I've been like sick. I don't even know if I should bother to fill out the application. They said everything will go that has to do with the Affordable Care Act. I don't even know. I'm sick. I opened up Twitter, and you know what the first thing that popped up on the feed was? David Duke celebrating and congratulating Trump, and it was a picture of the hooded KKK, and then there was a second one, and I'm like, well, why are they congratulating Trump? You know, maybe Trump doesn't endorse the KKK, but why is the KKK endorsing him and like celebrating and being so vocal and so visual? Where are they coming from? You know, what's going on with that? That scares people. Really scares people. There's a divisiveness, or just like, whatever, I don't like her, so I'm voting for him. If you are gay or in the LGBT community, I know it's going to be awful. I don't know. Everything's lined up for Trump to be able to do whatever he wants. The Republican Senate, the Republican Congress, and whoever goes in to be in the Supreme Court will be someone who will, and yeah, who knows. I certainly don't feel too positive about my country right now because it's divided, and it just feels so racist, and it just feels so hopeless for some people. And you know, once they take away Daniel's benefits, I'll lose my nursing, and he'll lose his medical care, his surgeries, his medicine, everything. And he won't have a nurse anymore because she can't work for a couple hours a day, so he won't be going to school unless the school hires a nurse. And maybe that won't even happen. I don't even know. I just feel like it's all a mess. And people are like, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Yeah, no, it's not. They can remove things and eliminate things. It happens all the time. Just ask friends of mine here in the state. They took away all their Medicaid, took away all their benefits. It happens. So, why should anybody care about Daniels or people like him? Why should the government help us out with Daniel? You know, we should just deal with it. You know, we don't deserve to live in a home and have a decent life, because we should be spending every penny of our money on massively inflated, overpriced special needs health care. I don't know. I'm really upset today, you guys. It's just really been rough. And I don't know why. And I've voted a few times in my life. Hasn't always turned out the way I wanted, but I've always been like, okay, well, let's just see what happens. You know, but this time it's different. And there's fear. And there's no confidence for me in this person. I feel betrayed. I feel frightened for my child. I don't feel that there's hope. I don't feel love. I don't feel that there's a... I don't even feel like I live in one country. I feel like I live in two countries now. I feel like I live in two countries. I feel bad for people who are already married and are in gay relationships. And all the things that are going to happen to pull things apart and try to force them into the agenda of other people when they've already been given these rights and been so happy. Things were progressive. Things were progressive, okay? We're not all the same. We're all different. We look different. We talk different. Religions are different. We love differently. We're supposed to be embracing that. That's progressive. Not cramming everyone into our religious beliefs and passing laws that make everybody squeeze into systems that don't fit them. That's not freedom. I don't feel really good about anything today. So I went to therapy. I cried a lot. I talked it through. She said, I give you permission for this day to have the day where you stayed in bed all day, didn't eat, didn't drink, but you know what? You really need to go home and try to have something to eat. And I got really upset that it's not like me to throw up from being like sick from anxiety. But there's a weird sort of sense of comfort in knowing that my therapist's office was chock full of people having massive anxiety and emotional breakdowns because of this election. So it makes me feel like at least I'm not the only one falling apart mentally and emotional. It's really bad over here. So Sarah doesn't want to come home. She said she can't possibly want to live in this horrible country now. She wants to stay in Ireland and do her master's degree. And I said, you don't want to live in a Trump country, so stay there. I don't blame you. I'll come there and visit you. When your own child doesn't even want to come home because of who's the president, isn't that sad? The high school was somber today because, I don't know, they voted. Most were very serious and sad. Nobody was really talking about it. Everybody looked really down. So, anyway, I don't know. I post on Facebook almost as if I'm talking. It's like my way of talking to myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of those out there who had that hope and who were really, really hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping. Oh well. I don't know, what did I say earlier? Buckle up your seatbelt. Who the hell knows? He won. He's up there now. He's got to get to work. He's got to have to work hard. He made a lot of promises. And I think I should go home and write those promises on a big whiteboard, stick them and just wait. And God, I hope you guys are right that he's going to save the world, that he's going to save the country and make you rich and save your guns and bring us power. And I don't hope you're right about some of the things, because some of the things I think are just really inhumane. But yeah. If I was an illegal immigrant right now, I'd be pretty damn scared. Because right after the first of the year, they're shipping them out. Who knows how, but they're going to do it. So anyway. We're supposed to build bridges, not walls.
Oh